It's the Falcons going up against the Seahawks. With that, let's get you up to Seattle. We're standing by on our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, we are just south of historic Pioneer Square at CenturyLink Field in the beautiful city of Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. As they run left side. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And he's brought down after a good gain. A big play there out of a running game. 34 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, he trucked him. And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Going to give this time to the tailback. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Brooks Reed with a tackle. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. And now here's a carry heading left. Bulldozes past him. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. And it's taken in at the 9. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of. But so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterbacks. So you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker. And on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball, and he made a nice tackle.
A very solid gain of 27.
Well, you know what they say about the best laid plans, partner. I mean, this one was totally foiled. They played for the pass. The idea was if you want to run it, that's fine. We'll rally up and make the tackle. Except they didn't get it done.
Yes, 3rd and long, and a big run there. How about that? Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves. Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And they'll go on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20. There he goes left Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Give him 30 yards there.
All right, partner, keep adding up the yardage. My man is off to a big-time start in this one.
Oh, yeah, you know, when these guys get a first-quarter run like that, they're thinking, all right, now I'm going to get a second, third, and fourth-quarter run like that, correct?
Have you ever seen a guy have a run like that and feel good about himself and then tap out and want to come out of the game?
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And he'll give it here to his running back. And room there to work it inside the 25. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our...
Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is fielded inside the 5. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, he bowls over it. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks at... Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He'll look to set up his blockers. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right?
And now the rookie's free. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there with an unbelievable 5th touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
When you know you've got a home run hitter on your side of the ball, and you know that he can score from anywhere on the field, it usually inspires the rest of the guys to do their jobs even better. That resulted in a lot of great blocks downfield because they knew if they gave him space,
Here's Matt Bosher now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 11. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And out now come the Seahawks. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20.
Defense.
Now a handoff looking right. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a handoff here to his running back. Bulldozes past him, and he'll be out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
I don't want to downplay the run, but that's exactly what I expected out of him coming out of college. When I look back at my draft analysis, one of the highest-rated players on my board, a 3-down back who can do everything. And one of the best parts of his game is what he does when he doesn't have the football, because he carries it really well, but he blocks equally as well as pass protects for his quarterback. I think he's going to be special.
2nd and goal from the 5. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And they'll run it here. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been... And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Lockett the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. And they're going to speed things up here.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive lineman and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackle, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Going to give this time to the tailback. And an alley to run. Powers over it.
Just fed him his pads, didn't he?
And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And quickly they get to the line. And on the ground they go with a running back. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one.
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 7. Oh, he bowls over it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. Extending the NFL record with his 8th touchdown of the game. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on.
Partner, the old rules about not fielding punts inside your own 10, those things are way out the window, aren't they?
Yeah, they say well, put your heels on the 10-yard line, but when you return it, maybe your coach doesn't say anything to you, right?
Yeah, I think a lot of special teams coaches, if they've got a special guy, they'll say,
the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Trucks throwing.
Oh, man, right throwing.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now they try the right side here. Bulldozes past him. Still fighting for more. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. Shattering the NFL record with his 9th touchdown. And, partner, are you... And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
So we got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now a handoff here to his running back. Muscles him off. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. Cuts, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you.
Here's Matt Bosher now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And heading back out there now, the Falcons defense here. And maybe for them at this stage, it's sort of put up or shut up time. They need to stop trailing here.
Oh, I'm with you totally on that one. They've got to go out there now and put an end to what's been going on in this ball game where they've just given up points, got pushed around, so to speak, during this contest. They've got to find a way to end it right here, right now.
Can they end it? Let's find out. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, giving them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's got some space here. And he'll cut it to the right sideline. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And now here's a carry heading left. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 2nd down following the run.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved him and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now they try the right side here. They find some open field here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And they'll go on the ground, fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And a solid run down inside the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll go down at the 28. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The offense staring at a 3rd and 12 here. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.